Okay. Simplifying my life. Let's see what I did yesterday because I already forgot. I was too tired, I remember. Large canvas. So I started to go through my motivation for things, and it's hierarchy, priority, weight, and then some sort of process that I can use. I sort of used this today. I wasn't feeling that great. I don't know if that was because I was thirsty or something else. I thought about maybe I have tense neck or yeah, some physical tension. Maybe it's the VR headset that I'm not comfortably wearing this. But anyways, I had a moment when I could have just go to TikTok or YouTube and start doom scrolling, but didn't feel like it. But I felt that addiction, that accustomed to go open some app. But the best thing I could do and I did was to just not do anything. And then I looked around my apartment and I wanted to do something physically, move physically. That's, I think, the easiest way to have motivation. And it's very logical that that is the case for humans, that movement keeps us going. When I'm here alone in my empty apartment without any external pressure, it's no wonder that I feel lack of motivation and maybe lack of meaning, excitement. Let's create new note, stream 12, and it went the right place. So I will continue. Continuing. This simplifying life is not very or very clear what it means, but yeah, I don't care. Let me close this and open this again because I closed it. Where was result of live stream 8? So the goal right now is to kind of go through everything in my life, in my plans, but try to do that as simple as possible. Because if anyone were to look at this, they don't understand what's going on, how important is this section here or anything, because I have already made notes, but these notes shouldn't be or will not be here in this large canvas. I will gradually start making making folders and locations for individual projects like videos and sections like my setup. And this large canvas will only show the big picture, but it won't show any details, like details of IRAC, how it works. So that's my plan, gradually changing how this canvas works, and then start to create new pages, structures for other for all categories. One thing that I'm kind of curious is if I can put links here. Insert link to a file. So let me just test this. So let's make stream 11 link. And then I want to save and save it also here. And that's not important. So publish. And then Firefox instance is there. Let's create a new one. Then let's go to my website and see if I can click that link from here. And will it works. Okay. This is very good. This is very, very good. Meaning that now I can create links, although can I change its name? Can I create this as a link? So now it's stream 11. So this is a direct link. How was it showing here? Just curious. It's not working very well. So I need to keep pressing it for some time and then. So it looks like this. Okay, right now it's not important, really. I waste too much time on these small things. I was just curious if I can do this, and yes, I can. This whole project is a total mess. Oof. So these are the categories that I'm gonna use my time on. These are not that important to consider, these ones. How easily can I change their style? Oh, that's better maybe. Death. Black. Stroke. And this one, let's do... no. Let's do it like this. Hmm. So if I create... yeah, it doesn't work here. It's not marked down. Steps to feel happy. Let's do Excel and create some sort of shape. Let's group this. Should be no self-made or external pressure. Recent biological pressure, ignore helping humanity. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay there. And then I might as well start to clean this a little bit. So process of how I will think. Let's change it to process to think. And this section should be larger. But as yeah. So let's create a new one. And let's ungroup it. There are rules, then there are some... yeah, I think this is fine. Result. Okay. Priorities. Let me read this quickly. The meaning of all this, there is no meaning. Yes. Where do I get my instructions of what to do from my biology? Survive minimally. Yes, this is a game and I am a ghost. Alright. What is this? Money. Huh? K6. Apparently I have deleted some part here. What was there? I could go to live stream 8. Let's do that. Shouldn't take too long. So YouTube. Let's watch my own videos. So live stream 8. Was this the stream that I bought my domain name? Obsidian. Buying my own domain, yes. I can see that. Okay. Changing feelings. Process, no. Even before that, although I probably went through, that's rules. There. Life, work, money. Yeah. Of course, it's something I should. I could have figured out again, but I don't want to think. Someone would pay me to do my life work. I will create my own business or get a job that closely helps my life's work, degree, job, higher education, go abroad. Priorities. So this is, yeah, this is some sort of vision, possibility, how it could go. That, yeah, maybe I should move it here closer to this. Let's create more space. Can I put it on full screen? No. It's fine. So process of how I think. This is a good separate. Yeah, I will take that away. Process to feel happy, process to think. Priorities, and this section here is similar to this. Okay, should I invert this? Everything else is, yeah, maybe that's best. So this is sort of just explaining how it works. How do I feel? What is this? What should I think? Where to start? I'm on a train? Ah, no. Yeah, that was... Name is somewhat robot-like. My mind is somewhat autistic. Okay, this is not very important. This is definitely not very important. I was just explaining something. Should I keep this? That's the question. If I delete it now, of course, I could see it from the videos. Does anyone need this? This day? I think I should start just deleting stuff because it's already there. I could watch the stream 8, and even if YouTube decided to delete everything, every video, it wouldn't matter that much. I would still have all of these. These are already automatically saved to the cloud. So they are on my computer on the cloud, and I trust that they're not going anywhere. So yeah, I'm thinking too much. Of course, I could have. So I thought about creating Stream 8 notes and put that there, but I think I should keep it as simple as possible. And of course, I can make mistakes. But these two are very nice. So they are processes to feel happy, process to think. These are sort of, or these are included in the self-improvement. I'm changing something. I don't know how to be happy in every moment. So that's why I have created this. And maybe it will fail, or actually it has failed probably many times already. But that just means that I should change it. But they're not going anywhere until I figure that out. And then these ones. And now it went wrong way. All right, looks better. Little better. Let me change this to yes. Okay, where is the priorities? Nope. The meaning. Let's ungroup this. So the meaning, there is no meaning, not important. Where do I get my instructions? So that's biological pressure. It's already there. Just checking if I have anything useful here. Survive minimally. It's already in the process. Survive. And survive minimally kind of includes the third step, and there should be no self-made or external pressure. So no pressure whatsoever. And then I would just listen to my biology. What was the second priority? This is a game and I'm a ghost. That's a very nice way to put it. Okay. All right. So this part here, life work. I can change that name. I can, if I want. I don't have to keep up with that. I haven't heard much from people how much they hate that it is life work and not life's work, which would be correctly written, but because it's name. What if it's life work, that this would be the official life work. Official way to write it. Then people would kind of think differently about it. It's just two words put together with a dash. Isn't that dash? I think I have searched this many times. Dash. Yes. I have it here. Life work. And then on places where I can't put any dashes, I would just put them together. Yeah, let's do this. My plan, schedule. I will gradually change that as I go. Do I need to change? Delete it. Oh, it works like this. Unchanged. So I'm just gonna site name. Published site. Page title of your site. How about just keep Nuni? Yeah, I don't know. Wait. Does it now lead to not found? No. Life work. Okay. So what I'm thinking of is helping humanity is of course included, or it's another way to say life work, because my life's work called life work means that I want to help humanity. But helping humanity is not, or I don't see it as something that I would always include in my life. Meaning that if I keep it as helping humanity, then it sounds like a passion. But at least still, I don't feel like this is my passion. I see it as a project that could be lifelong project. I think I have explained or tried to explain that on the first streams when I created this, that my reasons for all of this is that it bothers me. I don't trust the current system, people in power. I just need to understand how things are like. And my goal, my dream would be that I don't have to do this. So in that sense, I like to use my code name for this project, because this implies that there is a possible ending, but that helping humanity, yeah, it's a small thing, but this is better. Money. All right, so money goes to survival, pretty much. Entertainment, of course. Sports, partner, everything costs money. Not here, not here. Definitely not here. Yeah, money is very important thing to keep in mind. And this tree is supposed to show important aspects of my life. So money should be here somewhere, I think. What kind of priority is it having? I think it goes here. I'm not sure. This is it's not very easy topic to select my whole life. There are things that maybe don't go very well together. I don't know. So can I group this or compare them to each other? Unclear. But let's put money there, at least. Let's go back to here. So this is a game. I think I could add that here to my philosophy. Philosophy that oh, life is meaningless. Okay, let's put them on both sides. Life from birth to death. I think I will just change this because it's not important. Or no one will understand this. I know what it means, but or I have a feeling of what it is. It's not important right here. So life is a game. And I'm a ghost. That I have mentioned many times. But it's not very important to mention here. So let's take it out. Someone would pay me to do my life work. All right. So on this list, I was visioning my perfect life. That I will do this work and someone will pay for me to do that. And it should be here somewhere, I think. So right now, these are not visions. There is no vision here. This is just my philosophy, how I think. And then there is biological stuff, and these ones are from that. That I have a biological urge to do this, this. But they're not my vision, because I'm already doing all of them. So someone would pay me to do my life work. Wait. That's wrong. It's not my vision. It sort of is, but it shouldn't be. Yeah, wait. That's correct, because yesterday I created this. There should be no self-made or external pressure. I talked about how it's not important for me that I reach some goal with this life work. That's not important. The important part is just that I'm happy. I'm doing this for myself. But I just happen to have that biological pressure to make this work. But how important would it be that I use more of my time for this life work and not some normal job? I don't care, or at least I shouldn't care. This would be, should be or could be someone else's vision. That's the or collective vision. I'm what is the word? Offering my life, my time, my resources to humanity. It's on others to decide if they want me to work on it or work on something else. So I will put this pressure to everyone else because it contradicts my motivations if I keep it. If I'm trying to reach this goal that I can do more life work. Yeah, that's important. Yesterday I talked about how my mind works or consciousness, that I can very easily change how I feel. If I feel unhappy and then I reach certain level of consciousness, I can change how I feel very easily. I could just use that negative switch that I like discomfort. Then I become happy immediately. Or I could think about death, this reality, emptiness, and then that will sort of reset me to realize how I feel pressure that I shouldn't feel, and then I can hear these biological urges or pressure more. And I'm not that affected by my addictions. Most of the time, it's the addictions to that causes the unhappiness because it's easiest to do comfortable and what is the word, comfortable and familiar things that causes problems when I don't get that much out of that entertainment anymore. Then it becomes a problem because I have built this addiction that I want to do that. I want to get enjoyment out of this particular source, but I don't get that much out of it anymore. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure how I ended up there, but this shouldn't be here. I will create my own business or get a job that closely helps my life's work. Uh okay. This is sort of maybe different. I will create my own business, get a job. Although, should I wait. Should I still keep it there? Someone would pay me to do my life's work. It is a path that I could try to move towards. Should it still be one of my visions or options? I think, okay. Um, Someone to pay me to do my life work. Mm, I think I should be aware of that and remember that that is one path that would solve my money source. But wait, so that's just for money. Okay, I was too much thinking about this life work here. And that's true still that I don't care what I achieve. If I am good at this, will be good at this, then maybe others will care, but that's on them. But I don't care about this particularly. But the thing is, I need to fix the money issue, where I get my money from. And I'm someone who doesn't care about money very much. I don't have visions where I become a millionaire and then I spend my time just surfing and traveling and use it all for entertainment. Mm, of course, I would use my money for that as well. To go to a vacation from time to time. Why not? But I don't see reasons to buy yachts or big houses. Right now, I feel I'm very comfortable. I don't spend on anything. I eat minimal amount. But yeah, that is some. Yeah. Okay. So where I'm getting here at is that I want to focus on these ones pretty much. And if I have 10 different options what to take, what do I want to work on? Yesterday I mentioned the Unreal Engine 5.6 that was released. That got me excited, interested to try it out, to try game development. So that could be one option, and then there could be website development or web development, AI, research. So if I have these options and I feel like, hey, I want to do one of these more than the other one. And let me quickly write this. So game development, web, and these are just quick examples. So if I have these options, and I feel like without thinking about the bigger picture, what I should do for my life work, what would I choose? If I feel like, hey, I really like game development, I would like to choose this. Then I would choose a path where I get to do this more. if I have options that hey, I need to work to get money. Wait, what am I talking about? Oh, I lost my thought. Okay, kind of lost my thought. So people pay me. Then the other option is I create a business or businesses, and then education. So this could be options that fix this money issue. So maybe what I was getting at was if I think that hey, I like game development, then I need to consider okay, what are the options that I could take where I get to do more of this. And then I would think about okay, is there a way one option or this kind of could be the solution to all of this, that if I continue this, or can I get people to pay me so that I could use more time on this game development? Or could I create a business where I create some games or help improve them or something? Or maybe I could start studying again, which I don't want to do, but it's an option there. Okay, so think about this, that if people pay me, pay for me, what? Pay me to do life work, then they will probably want to choose what I will be focusing on. And it might not be this. So then it wouldn't matter. Okay, so that means that this vision for me would be very tempting if I, let's say there's a situation where I'm a web developer in some company and I get money from that. But at the same time, I do game development on my own time for this life work. And it seems like people who are interested in my work agree, or they have kind of agreed upon that the game development is what I should do for my life work. Uh, so then, and if I feel like, hey, I like doing this, so this is something I like to do, and people would choose this for me, that hey, you should do this, but I'm stuck here. I need money, and I'm stuck here. How do I get to this point? That one way is to do this. Then this is very tempting option for me. And this option, people pay me to do life work, could mean that I should focus more on marketing. So not just game development, not just deep philosophy, but maybe more marketing stuff, creating thumbnails or developing my social communication skills. But then this would be my vision that hey, I want to spend my time on this. So it's worthwhile having this as an option. But this could be also an option, or it is an option for other people, or some people who would be interested in my work, and they would like me to use more time on this. Then they could see, hey, what are my options? That if I educate myself more, get some law degree, then that would help, or something that or maybe I could create a business. So this could be their or other people's motivation for me. So there's two motivations here. Go abroad. That that is one option. Let me copy this again. Where I live. Or get a job that closely helps my life's work. Job. What could be a good word? Resembles. Improves. A job that improves life work. This is strictly for others. It's not for my motivation, because again, I don't have motivation for this directly. It's a need, but I wouldn't care. Maybe I would care if I wanted to reach this. If I wanted to reach a state where people would pay me, then this could improve that chance, because then I would become better at what I do already. And by doing that, I could reach that. Okay, place I live. That's this. I think now I have covered all of this already. That's good. So nothing is lost. Nothing important. So these were options, and these ones are my vision. This is vision for others. This is mixed. Create a business. And that's for me. What would I choose? If I feel like, hey, I want to do this, but people wouldn't agree that is the best I could do for the life work. And I understand that. In that case, I don't know what will happen, but I am very open to pressure. So just getting pressure from others, I think will do it. Anyone could just argue for choosing something other than I would have chosen myself. I don't care. And okay, these options are all very, very interesting, but I don't think that there could be any bad choices. Even if it's just some law book reading or some very mundane, repetitive task, going to the street and interviewing people. If others want that from me, it creates some value for them, then, and I agree, then I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to develop my communication skills and yeah, so on. All right, but I have my vision. Place I live. Currently living in Finland, in Tampere, but I have thought about leaving for some time already, over a year, multiple years maybe. And I would like to live. So if I could choose, still currently, isn't it? Yeah, it was. I should have just. Oh, I'm not in Hervanta. Wait, this is what account? I don't want to show any personal information. How well does Maps work in a private mode? No, don't translate. And of course uses Finnish. use that language. There was an option. English. We checked all. And it still shows Finnish. What if I... it doesn't matter. All right. So I live in Finland, Tampere. Some options. I don't know. I feel like I can live almost anywhere. Not Russia, not Belarus, but yeah, why not? But I would like to have high technology, so good internet, good connections, so that if some new device would appear, I could buy that. This is very annoying that it's in Finnish. I'm not used to reading Finnish. Language. Svenska. Maybe not. Search. Okay, better. Yeah, the names. I was like, why is it in with T? India. It could be interesting option. I'm not sure how good it is for foreigners, but I am thinking about. So if I could choose right now, I would choose Taiwan because I would like to learn Chinese and I would learn Taiwanese here, but I think at the same time I could learn Mandarin and the Chinese language is the same, should be the same, the written one. Other places, so Taiwan is pretty south. So the weather, of course, I wouldn't like any 50-degree weather and typhoons, not the best. But just to go to a completely different culture and language, I think that pressure for being there, far away from Finland, is good. I want pressure. Going here, I wouldn't want to go to a place where they speak English. I can already come by using English, so that's something I will improve on my own. I don't need others for that, or the whole culture. South America. This is an interesting one that I very seldom consider. I think it's somewhat far away from Europe, similar with Southeast Asia and East Asia, but the technology, I'm not that certain of it. There are less people here, of course, more nature, but the language is very different. They speak Portuguese in Brazil, at least. I don't even remember. Was it? Yeah, I think it's Spain. So it went somewhere along these lines, maybe Portuguese and Spain. Both are European languages, and they would be pretty easy to learn compared to Japan, Taiwanese, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, Thai. And that's one reason why I kind of don't consider this that much. That I think this could be more interesting option. And for that nature, I'm not looking for nature. I'm from Finland. I have already experienced that. And it will always be part of me, that connection to nature, but I'm not looking for that anymore. I want to move to a big city away from that to get new experiences and new ideas. So Africa, South America is not that interesting. United States, well, at least its current state, I don't want there. Technology-wise, it's interesting, but again, the language is bad because they speak English. Canada as well, and Canada is very similar to Finland. I feel like, so I don't want that. Mexico would be one of the more interesting choices. Actually, I think I would probably choose Mexico from the Spanish speaking countries. Middle East. Yeah, I think the culture is different, but I'm not that comfortable maybe going there. I feel like that arid weather, not the best. The heat, of course, and then the politics. Of course, I'm just generalizing a lot here. There are different countries, but okay, it could be interesting choice. Technology-wise, it's not nearly as high tech as East Asia in general. Language, Arabic is somewhat interesting. I think it will resemble a lot to European languages. The alphabet is pretty simple compared to Chinese. Muslim cultures. I'm of course an atheist. I don't think that would be any problem, but yeah, I think there are just more interesting places. I could live maybe in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, if there if I got some position there from some company and got to work on some interesting tech or something, but I don't know. I think it would be too restrictive, politics and governments. for my taste, which is a reason why I wouldn't choose China. I'm all about free speech and developing democracy, which I feel like wouldn't be seen with good eyes in China. They speak English, or English is one of the official languages in India. That's one reason why I wouldn't choose that. But India could be an interesting choice, nonetheless. Pakistan. Yeah, Pakistan, similar to India, of course, having Muslim culture, it's different, but yeah, there are options. And all the smaller countries, I feel like I would only move if I found some interesting people from there beforehand, and there is a good reason to go there. So Nepal, because I want that connection, good internet connection, but also good connection to getting devices and getting to places. If I moved to Taiwan, I feel like I could travel pretty easily to different countries there, but I don't know anything about or that much about these countries. But I feel like that traveling wouldn't be that easy. The services wouldn't be that easy. Uh, Southeast Asia. So Taiwan, I already have picked as my current best place to go, even though I don't know that much about it. But other countries here are also interesting, I think. Vietnamese. Uh, there are a lot of tourists here in many places, so they would speak English, I think. Mm, Singapore, very would be very interesting, but it's costly. I feel, and also they should speak English. I think most of them do speak Chinese, but Singapore, I think, quite similarly than Abu Dhabi maybe or Dubai. And it's sort of an island state that could bring interesting people together. And that is one option. The weather, I'm not certain if I don't know how big difference there is in terms of weather. There is of course huge huge difference, 5,000 kilometers, but yeah, in reality, not sure. Japan. So South Korea, I have regarded as one of the options. It would be interesting in living here, especially because I already know some Korean, and I know about its culture a little bit through K-pop. I would first choose Taiwan, then South Korea. Japan, I don't know if I want to go there. Haven't watched enough anime. But technology-wise, it would be, of course, interesting. And the weather, there are mountains. I could ski there. I think I would be happy to move anywhere here as well. And Africa continent. I'm wasting my time here. It's not. None of this is important. Um, I feel like I wouldn't want to move close to Europe, so North Africa, not a choice. And also South Africa, because they English is one of the official languages. I wouldn't be interested in that. But then this section here and Kenya, I feel like actually yeah, Kenya could be interesting choice. But somewhere here in the middle, Nigeria, Ghana. I don't know that much of these ones. Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Somalia. I think there are wars and conflicts there. Also in Niger. Don't know how big of a problem that would be, but uh, African countries, middle countries are a possibility. But I would need to know more about Africa's development stages and conflicts and politics to go there. The languages would be, I think, English, French, maybe some Spanish, Portuguese. I don't remember how much they influenced, but English and French the most, I think. Would I be interested in their or some smaller native languages? Yes, of course, if I moved to some place, I would like to learn that language, but and learn about its culture. But the interest is nowhere near my interest towards Chinese, for example. But yeah, this would be, I think, interesting choice to move to. Would it be too hot? Hmm, don't know. Technology. I feel like that could be an issue. How well would they receive Westerner? That could be an issue. If I felt like I can't go out, feel safe. Of course, it depends. I'm sure many places here are very, very safe, but if I wanted to go to a small village, maybe it's different. Yes, but that was way too long rambling about that place I live. Mm, wait, I will bring that back. So maps. Wait, could I? Ah, it's already in English. Okay, a little more about that. So my vision, some vision, is that I think it's called Nomad. Nomad is also. Is there a game called Nomad? Nomads are communities without fixed habitation, regularly move to and from areas. And also there are some companies called Nomad. That's something I would be interested in doing. That instead of choosing a place, permanent place, where I live like 20 years, I would live on different places. Taiwan, I would go to South Korea, or if I can, and then I could choose these places and live there a few weeks, few months, or a few years, and then move to other places. So if I could choose, I would be a nomad, at least currently. I don't know if maybe I meet some interesting person and want to settle. I doubt that. But yes, nomad. So living as nomad, and then to go even further, in my best vision or most interesting vision, I don't even actually maybe nomad. Yeah, that covers it. So I don't have I don't rent a place. In that vision, I just live in hotels, or better than that is I would like to live in different people's places, random people that I would have, of course, be in touch before, but I like that kind of vision. I think that's not achievable, but still, that I like. From country to country and live in hotels. People's places. That could be a couch, floor. And this part here is also, maybe I already wrote something about this. It's about collaboration. Constantly improving vision, solutions, easier to help. Maybe I didn't write it here. A little bit of communication. So this is very, very. This could be very naive, but very, very high level vision or concept that if there was communities, global communities that would do similar work than what I'm going to do, then maybe it would be possible to arrange these sort of, well, do these sort of arrangements where some person from France could have available room or a place to live. For some time, that the community could kind of offer shelter to other community members. And if that was a global community, then it could be like, hey, I want to go to Kenya and have in face-to-face meeting or in-person meeting with that part of the community. Then I could arrange that, hey, can I live there with you? And then maybe I could, or anyone in the community could do a global trip that, hey, first they will stay 1 week in Kenya, then they will go to Zimbabwe and then Nigeria. So there wouldn't be unnecessary long flights. And it could be that there are some or part of the community is in Kenya, and it could be an interesting project that people from around the world in that community could come here, and for a week or two they could advance some project. Get to understand local politics, issues, national issues, or anything. But yeah, I haven't thought about this that much, but just from my personal feelings, thoughts, I would like this a lot. And if I had a place, let's say I stay here in Finland, I could rent a place in Helsinki, and then I could offer that. Right now, I live in Tampere, and if there was this sort of arrangement, of course, the party that I'm renting, they don't allow more than one or anyone else to live here permanently, but just for a couple of weeks. There is place for at least, let's say, 4 people. So 4 people could live here. And okay, if I used all the spaces, then like 20, but for 4 people could come here. Of course, if I trusted them, they could come here, and we could collaborate, do projects, go outside, explore Tampere or rest of the Finland. Some of them could stay here, while the other ones are out. So I would gladly invite people to come here. I don't have anything. I have pillows that, hey, you can sit on the floor. This could be just for showering, making food, and sleeping. But then we could go to library or park or some institutions. So if there was companies involved in the community, then it could be that, hey, I would go to Taiwan, and so would some other people from the other countries. Maybe we could live with the in the community members' apartments, and then we could go to some office to work. But yeah, this is my dream, because I don't care. I don't care about my stuff. My dream setup, way to live, would be this, and then just having VR headsets, maybe, or hopefully smaller ones in the future, laptop, powerful enough to get rid of my large PC, and then just small amount of stuff. I don't need a bed. I don't need stair. What? Not stairs. Chairs. And then food. Yeah. I need very little. So I would like to live like that. Very lightly. And then have good conversations about philosophy, politics, and of course many other topics as well. Humor, yeah, it's okay. Or to go for a drink. I'm always up to that. But mainly it would be about work. Is it necessary? No. I think at least, okay, maybe not at least, but around 80% could be done just online without ever traveling anywhere. I could stay here in Finland and just communicate online. But I think at least I would get more out of it if I were to move to another place, or maybe live like that nomad style. Because even with VR classes, even if there was ton of VR 180 3D videos, it's not the same as being there. And at least currently there aren't perfect collaboration tools, services available, at least in my knowledge. But yeah, that's the vision. And of course, I showed the global map, but it really doesn't need anything else than one person, maybe. It could be someone from Berlin that share this same vision, or would be interested of that, hey, you can come here in Finland while I'm here, and maybe I could go there. But with a few people, it would already be an interesting network that I could go. Maybe if there was 3 people here, I could arrange that I could go to Germany, then France, then Czechia. Being and staying for 1 week, and maybe it wouldn't be okay for them more than a couple of days, but then hotels. I would just book a hotel. So yeah, but that vision I like a lot. And the problem, of course, would be trust. Could I trust that? Could I trust people to come here? In my case, I don't have much valuables or anything, and I'm very easy person to be with because I don't need anything. I don't need to show my ego or yeah. But yeah, I think I will leave this here for now because I need to go to work soon. Before I end it, wait, what was my simplify my life? What was my thumbnail? Random. I think yeah, okay. This works, so I can use the same one. Nice. Was this the correct mic? Good. Because I already have this Droidcam audio. Right. End stream. 0 viewers. Nice.